I've been researching the Keychron K6 Bluetooth 5.1 wireless mechanical keyboard, and I want to give you a straightforward assessment of what it offers. This review is affiliate linked, but it's not sponsored by the brand, so you're getting my honest take. The Keychron K6 is a compact 65% layout keyboard designed for Mac and Windows users, typically priced around the mid to high range for mechanical keyboards. If you're someone who values a clutter-free workspace and needs a keyboard that won't take up too much room, this might be worth considering. It's also designed with Mac users in mind, but it's compatible with Windows, so you're not limited by your operating system. The price tier it sits in suggests it's aimed at people who are willing to invest in a quality keyboard, but may not be ready for the absolute top-of-the-line models. In terms of who should actually consider the Keychron K6, if you're someone who spends a lot of time typing and wants a compact keyboard that still offers a full typing experience, this could be a good fit. You're likely someone who values the flexibility of a wireless keyboard, but also wants the tactile feedback of mechanical switches. The Keychron K6 uses K-Pro Brown switches, which are known for their balance between actuation force and tactile feedback. The build of the Keychron K6 is generally solid, with an aluminum frame and a weight that feels substantial without being too heavy. It's usually around 400 grams, which is relatively light for a mechanical keyboard. The finish is a matte white, which looks clean and understated. In the box, you typically get the keyboard, a USB-C cable, and some extra keycaps for Windows users. Some users have reported that the keyboard's build quality is excellent, but there are concerns about the longevity of the switches and the overall durability of the keyboard. It's not uncommon for mechanical keyboards to have some issues with switch wear over time, so it's something to keep in mind. In real-world use, the Keychron K6 performs well in most scenarios. If you're working in a quiet office, the brown switches are quiet enough that you won't disturb your coworkers. The compact layout takes some getting used to, but once you're accustomed to it, you can type quickly and accurately. The keyboard's Bluetooth connectivity is usually reliable, with a range of around 10 meters, which is typical for most wireless keyboards. However, if you're someone who needs to connect to multiple devices at once, you might find the Keychron K6 Bluetooth connectivity to be a bit limited. It can connect to up to 3 devices, but switching between them can be a bit clunky. If you're a gamer, the Keychron K6 might not be the best choice. It's not designed for high-speed gaming, and the latency can be noticeable in fast-paced games. Typically, you're looking at around 8 to 10 milliseconds of latency, which is acceptable for most users, but might not be enough for competitive gamers. On the other hand, if you're a writer or a programmer, the Keychron K6 is a great choice. The tactile feedback of the brown switches is excellent, and the compact layout helps you stay focused on your work. In terms of battery life, the Keychron K6 usually lasts around 72 hours on a single charge, depending on your usage. If you're someone who forgets to turn off their keyboard, you might find that the battery life is a bit shorter than expected. However, the keyboard does have a power-saving mode that helps extend the battery life. One scenario where the Keychron K6 is not the right tool is if you need a keyboard for heavy gaming or video editing. The processing speed and latency just aren't suited for those types of applications. You're better off with a keyboard that's specifically designed for gaming or high-performance tasks. The Keychron K6 has some genuine weaknesses that are worth considering. One of the biggest concerns is the price. Typically around $70 to $80, it's not the cheapest mechanical keyboard on the market, and some users might find that it's not justified by the features and build quality. Another weakness is the lack of customization options. The keyboard doesn't have any built-in macro keys or customizable lighting, which might be a deal-breaker for some users. Finally, the keyboard's durability is a concern. Some users have reported that the switches can wear out over time, and the aluminum frame can scratch or dent if you're not careful. If you're interested in checking out the Keychron K6, I've got an affiliate link in the description below. You can check the current pricing and rate other reviews to get a better sense of whether this keyboard is right for you. In my opinion, the Keychron K6 is suited for two specific types of buyers: writers and programmers who value a compact, tactile typing experience, and Mac users who want a keyboard that's designed specifically for their operating system. On the other hand, if you're a gamer or someone who needs a high-performance keyboard for video editing or other demanding tasks, you might want to look elsewhere. The Keychron K6 just isn't designed for those types of applications. Ultimately, does the Keychron K6 do what it claims at the price it asks?